Hey everybody, Steve, just a little red up on the mountain today. 70 degrees, got a little warmth in the air, looks pretty good. Got my little pork chops on the grill today. A little pig, you know, I'm a big pig eater. Well, let me tell you a story. While I'm grilling, I like to talk while I'm grilling. You know that locust, poplar I had cut down the other day. Boy, I wish I had a load of locusts. Well, poplar I cut down. I thought that'd be a good day. Pretty day I drag a log splitter over here and I'd cut that stuff up and split it up. Well, I got to going, and while I was splitting, I noticed a problem. Old motor was spitting and was messing around and acting a fool on me. I knew something wasn't right. Well, it was bad gas. Y'all people go out here and buy this dadgum 87 $3.29 gallon of gas and you expect it ought to be right. Well, it ain't. It ain't nothing but junk. From now on out, I'm a boat gas man. Now, pork chop's looking pretty good right there, I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, I was splitting and I knew, you don't run a log splitter more than a couple times every 3 years or whatever, well, 3 times a year, however that comes out. You know what I'm talking about. Well, I was splitting and it was running, fired right up and done pretty good. But I knew I could hear it in my ear. You know, I'm a motor man. I can hear that stuff. Something ain't running right. Well, I finished up and thought I'd take a break. Well, I got to come back, fill the tank back up because I know I'm going to split. I'm going to split a tank full before I take a break. Well, I tried to pull that cord, and it was like the dadgum motor was locked up. I was like, what the crap is this? Log splitter ain't that old. You see it in the video right here in a little bit. It wouldn't pull. So I took the spark plug out, I pulled that thing. That thing shot gas. Look at how it shot it all over the back of the dadgum mule. I'll show you. That mule, I had it hooked to my mule, and it shot all over the back. You'll see it right here. And then see what you think about that. Starting again. All right. Well, that was a picture of the ground. That's all right. Ain't no big deal. Well, after I got it figured out, I thought, well, float stuck. So I got up in there and I screwed the bottom of the bowl off the carburetor, pulled it out. The bowl, all that dadgum cheap, crappy ethanol, gas, whatever. I pulled it down, looked in it, looked like a pile of snot down in there. I cleaned it out, wiped it out, and got it, and cleaned it, and shot up in there with a bunch of dadgum carburetor clean. Finally got cleaned out, and I was sitting there wiggling and whatever. It's working fine now. I thought, problem solved. I'm going to be dadgum splitting wood again here in a minute. Well, went and got me a new plug. Put my plug in there, got everything situated. I yanked 9,000 times I yanked on that thing. Finally, it fired up, cloud of white smoke, all kinds of stuff, and it took off running. I thought, well, heck, I got it fixed now. I stood there and watched it. Why be son of a gun? That son of a gun, like it flat out locked up, shut down, stopped. The term is hydrolocked. I've heard the term tons and tons of times. Let's flip my chops over. We cooking chops. Well, once I got her figured out, pull the plug back out, ain't nothing but seeping oil and gas out of it. Apparently, when that float hung up in it, it shot all that gas in there, went down by the piston, went down in the oil, and I had, instead of a quart of oil, I had like 3 quarts of gas and oil in the block. Well, that's where we're at. Watch this right here, and you'll see how it drained out. This ain't oil. This is oil and gas. Hey, we're back. What do you think about that? Ain't nothing but oil. I mean, it was liquefied. It was nothing but oil and gas, and I drained it all out. Once I got that drained out, thank goodness I went out here and bought 2 spark plugs, because the first spark plug, I'm sure I fouled that one all to pieces. We're going to chunk it away, and that left me number 2 spark plug. I put it in there. Got everything changed out. Drained all that old watery, gassy oil out. Put me some fresh oil in there. One pull, fired right up. Now she smoked like a fool for a while, but I'm back up and running again. The big thing I'm telling you about all this is, you got a log splitter, a lawnmower, don't buy no gas from the daggum gas station. Don't even do it. Go over here and buy you boat gas, that non-ethanol. Ethanol gas. I got a little slur in there. Buy you some non-ethanol boat gas and start running. See, I run non-ethanol on my mule and all my other stuff because that gum thing costs too much. And I thought, well, I'm gonna run that in it. But don't buy this regular old car gas and let it sit for 6 months. Boy, when I pulled that cup off and I looked down in there, I thought, well, daggum, that's a whole bunch of daggum. It look slimy looking stuff. Look like snot. And I sat there and cleaned and sprayed and all that stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, this new gas ain't no good for log splitters and lawnmowers and whatever else you got out here. Get you some non-ethanol. Get away from this bad gas. If ain't non-ethanol, you might be able to survive a little longer. And here I split for an hour and spent 4 hours trying to fix my log splitter. I wasted a day, but I did get a little bit split. I'm Steve, and that's a tidbit of information. I'm up on the mountain today, and I'm just a little red. Cooking me some chops tonight. Matter of fact, y'all ain't get about ready. I'm gonna go eat supper. I see you. Hit a like button, hit a subscribe button, hit a button. I'm Steve. Y'all have a good evening. I'll see you later.